Midnight. Your body goes quiet, but something else wakes up. What if the scenes behind your eyelids aren't random at all, but messages, urgent signals from a deeper you, trying to show you what you refuse to see? Tonight, we're pulling the thread. What dreams truly are. Esoteric, not BS. How to interpret them, control them. How to dream more, on purpose. Dreams aren't nonsense. They're the handwriting of your subconscious, the hidden engine shaping your life when you think no one's driving. By day, you live in the bright logic of the conscious mind, the sunlit world of tasks, noise, performance. You act, you speak, you react. But when night falls, the current reverses. You're pulled inward into a darker room where silence replaces noise and symbols replace words. The universe breathes. So do you. When you sleep, you don't shut down. You return to that cosmic inward breath. Okay, so the outer world is matter. Objects, schedules, money, headlines. It's the stage set. The inner world is meaning, spirit, awareness, memory, intent. It's the script. So when you sleep, you cross the threshold from stage to script. The body powers down, but you don't disappear. You re-enter the workshop where your life is authored, the subconscious. In that realm, everything you've collected is alive and active. Memories, fears, voices you absorb from parents and culture, secret desires, unfinished stories, and the identity you keep rehearsing without noticing. Think of the subconscious as your private universe, an energetic network that stores not just what happened, but how you felt about what happened. It remembers tone, temperature, and tension. It tags experiences by emotion, not by date. That's why a smell can unlock a decade, and a song can pull a whole version of you back online. And also, on another note, this is why it's so important not to fall asleep with the TV on. Your subconscious doesn't sleep. It absorbs every word, image, and emotion, even when you're out cold. Okay, so dreaming is thinking inside this universe, but in a different language. Not the language of logic, but the language of symbols. Symbols compress experience the way a zip file compresses data. A car isn't just a car. It's movement, autonomy, direction. A flooded room might be unprocessed grief. A locked door can be a boundary you haven't learned to set. A key can be permission you're waiting to give yourself. In the outer world, events appear to cause feelings. In the inner world, feelings magnetize events. Your inner world drafts the blueprint. Your outer world pours the concrete. Every belief becomes an architect. Every emotion a builder. Every repeated thought a brick. That's why nightly descent matters. Sleep is not an escape from life. It's the editing bay where you cut scenes that no longer serve the story and stitch in the ones you want to live. Your conscious mind speaks in words, structure, and logic. Your subconscious speaks in symbols, emotions, and metaphor. That's why dreams rarely make sense in a linear way. They speak through pictures, feelings, and archetypes. Symbols are the language of consciousness. This is why occultism and esoteric traditions are filled with symbols, because symbols communicate directly with the subconscious. And your subconscious is connected to something far greater, the collective consciousness, the mental plane where all thought originates. This is why we call it a mindset. What you set your mind to determines which thoughts, energies, and frequencies you tune into. Your subconscious is like an intricate web, interconnected with every emotion, memory, and identity you've ever held. So, let's say when you were 9, you woke to smoke, sirens, heat, the sound of things you loved cracking in the flames. That helplessness stamped itself deep into your subconscious. Now, as an adult, a stove flare, fireworks, even a heated argument tightens your chest. It isn't just fire. It's the old feeling of I could lose everything returning. In dreams, it shows up as hallways of flame, blaring alarms, scorched photographs, a coded message from your subconscious asking you to face what never got finished, to breathe through it, and to rewrite the memory so the symbol changes. Every person, object, and scene in a dream is a projection of your own consciousness, unfolding within what mystics call the astral plane, a subtler dimension just above the physical, where thought condenses into form. Everything material began there. Every invention, blueprint, lyric, and business plan existed first as imagined structure before it became steel, ink, or revenue. Imagination is the gateway to the astral. As above, so below. What you repeatedly hold in the inner image eventually crystallizes in outer circumstance. Dreams place you inside that same creative workshop where reality is shaped. If you're Christian and you dream of Jesus, you're not meeting a historical passport. You're meeting the living symbol of your belief. Mercy, protection, authority, forgiveness, power. The figure is a container your subconscious uses to deliver meaning and correction. Dreams are mirrors. They reflect beliefs, traumas, emotions, and desires, then shape them into images you can confront, understand, and heal. So, if you ever dream of being chased by a dark figure, that figure is not a demon. It's a part of you. It's the shadow representing the fear or trauma you've been running from in waking life. Maybe it's a difficult conversation you've avoided. Maybe it's grief, guilt, or suppressed anger. The dream doesn't punish, it reveals. The subconscious uses these images to show you what needs integration. Ignored, these unhealed aspects control you quietly from within. Dreams are your higher self's way of saying, look at this, heal this, don't run anymore. Once you understand that, your dreams stop being chaotic stories and become divine therapy sessions for your soul. To understand your dreams, record them. Keep a notebook beside your bed. The moment you wake up, before you touch your phone or speak to anyone, write down every detail you remember. The setting, the people, the colors, even the emotions. Every detail matters. Every person represents an aspect of you. Then, interpret, not with logic, but with intuition. Use your right brain, the creative and emotional side, to feel what the symbols mean. Ask, what is this trying to tell me? What emotion does this symbol hold? What part of me does this reflect? With practice, you begin to recognize your personal symbolic language, how your higher self speaks directly to you. Let's shift gears and talk lucid dreaming, being aware that your dreaming comes from gentle repetition, not force. A simple way to train it is the wake back to bed method. Set 3 alarms about 30 minutes apart. For example, 4:30, 5, and 5:30 a.m. When each alarm stirs you, sit up in low light for 5 to 10 minutes. Reread a line from your dream journal and set a quiet intention like, next time I'm dreaming, I'll notice I'm dreaming. Keep your mind alert, but relaxed as you lie back down, letting your body sink towards sleep. Those short wake windows nudge your conscious awareness into the REM-rich hours of morning, so you drift into the dream world with a thin thread of clarity still intact. As you re-enter sleep, imagine a recent dream scene and picture yourself recognizing a dream sign, a melting clock, a room that shouldn't exist, and smiling, I'm dreaming. If you feel fear once lucid, don't fight it. Breathe slowly and name what's happening. This is my dream. This is a symbol. Engage your senses to stabilize. Look at your hands, rub your palms, touch a wall. Say, clarity now out loud. The scene firms up when your attention lands in it. If the dream collapses, that's fine. Wake gently, jot a quick title and the strongest feeling in your journal, and let yourself drift back. The act of noticing is the training. Guard the gateway before bed. The last 30 minutes of your night often become tomorrow's dream palette. So again, trade TV noise and scrolling for a calmer input. Prayer, breathwork, gratitude, or a 10-second imaginal scene that proves your intention has already happened. In daylight, ask yourself a few times, am I dreaming? While doing a small reality check. These habits carry over. With patience, you'll find that when you stay calm and present inside a dream, you're not just a spectator. You can walk, explore, ask questions, and even reshape the scene. The bridge between conscious and subconscious is real. You're simply learning to cross it on purpose. Okay, so let me keep cooking and discuss the final practices. Meditation before bed isn't a ritual. It's the key in the lock. Sit in the quiet and let your labels fall. Name, job, story. Let thoughts pass without chasing them. As the body drops away, awareness widens until you can feel the room breathe. This is where you meet the one who was here before the noise and will be here after it. Remember, consciousness doesn't sleep. It watches. It records. It creates. Dreams are the proof. Windows into the engine room where your life is scripted before you step on stage. Keep a journal within reach. Title the dream. Circle the feeling. Ask the question it's pointing at. Then go back in tomorrow night and answer it on purpose. But understand the stakes. If you ignore this gate, the old symbols will keep driving your days from the dark. Same triggers, same loops, same outcomes dressed in new faces. If you walk through, the pattern breaks. The fear dissolves. The story changes. Every night is a choice. Anesthetize with noise or enter the workshop and take the pen. Tonight, guard the last 30 minutes like your future depends on it, because it does. Breathe, set the scene, cross the threshold, and listen. Your soul is already speaking. Clear, patient, relentless, one dream at a time. So with that being said, thank you all, everyone. Lastly, if I've helped you grow spiritually in any way through this video or any of my videos, post a yes in the chat or down in the comments.